Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner. Welcome to your latest Chelsea news. A bizarre situation took place earlier today where we started to get linked with Liverpool number two goalkeeper Kelleher. And at first, when I saw the rumor, I thought, you know what? This isn't probably a bad goalkeeper. He's a good shot stopper. He's quite decent with ball distribution. Yeah, I think he's probably better than Robert Sanchez. But then I thought, let me just wait. I don't want to just report on it straight away. Let me just wait what happens till the end of the day. Let's see what sort of other news that pops around. And I knew exactly what happened is what I expected as well. Whole heap of briefings dropped in regards to Robert Sanchez, and all of these Chelsea journalists came out in support of Robert Sanchez, saying that he's the number one goalkeeper for Chelsea. Technically, he's very gifted, and Chelsea fully believe in him. And he's, by far the best goalkeeper in the world right now. That's sort of the remark. That's sort of the vibe that we got from Chelsea briefings, and it's almost to say that, look, we're not going to be talking about any goalkeepers at the moment. We're fully backing Robert Sanchez. Let's start with the news, and then we'll get deeper into the whole situation. It all started from Simon Phillips tweeting this out earlier in the morning, UK time. Chelsea reportedly eyeing Liverpool goalkeeper Caoimhin Kelleher. Hopefully I pronounced that first name right. I didn't even know that was his first name. Now, look, Simon Phillips generally doesn't just tweet out nonsense. He tweets them out because an insider might have said something like that. And as I said, when I saw this Kelleher, I thought, you know what, that's not bad. He's a decent goalkeeper. And then, ladies and gentlemen, it all started happening. By the way, before that, Robert Sanchez beaten at the near post again. So Robert Sanchez actually, I don't know whether he came on as a substitute or whether he started for Spain. I'll have to look into it. But he did concede a very, very funny goal again, beaten at near post, I think through his legs as well. So Robert Sanchez, we're going to talk about him. I think we've talked about him a lot, but we're going to talk about him even more. Fabrizio Romano started tweeting it out as well, in saying that there is no links with Kelleher. He said Chelsea are currently not working on a deal to sign Caoimhin Kelleher from Liverpool, despite recent links. No discussions with any other goalkeeper at this stage. Furthermore, other journalists started saying Robert Sanchez is highly rated by Chelsea's technical team. This is coming from I think this brother's name is Rahman Osman. There you go. And also from this particular individual, what's his name? Let's have a look. Kieran Gill. He's saying Chelsea not looking at Liverpool goalkeeper Caoimhin Kelleher. Big belief in Robert Sanchez, and Chelsea feel they have a strong future in Philip Jorgensen and the incoming Mike Penders from Genk. Yeah, everyone's forgotten about Petrovic, who's at Strasbourg at the moment. So now, let's get back into this situation. First of all, Chelsea, why is there all of these briefings coming out protecting Robert Sanchez? Let's be honest. Let's be absolutely honest. Robert Sanchez is an okay goalkeeper, but I'll be shocked if he's our number one goalkeeper next season because, in all honesty, he's very shaky. As a shot stopper, fair enough, but he's not always the greatest. Like near post, he gets beaten. He makes some very, very dodgy decisions as well that leads to errors, that leads to penalties. He's not the most commanding in the goals when it comes to collecting crosses, when it comes to set pieces and securing the ball. There is always a moment of shakiness, especially on the ball. There is definitely moments of shakiness. Sometimes his distribution leads to us conceding as well. So look, Robert Sanchez on his day can be fantastic, but the inconsistencies are absolutely mad. Now, if you're sitting there and you're thinking, no, you're being very harsh, Robert Sanchez is good, let's give him an opportunity. Look, we are now seriously giving him opportunities in the Premier League. He's the number one goalkeeper for Chelsea Football Club, and you can see you're never feeling comfortable with Robert Sanchez. Having said all of that, the thing about Robert Sanchez is that right now we don't have any other options. Yeah, we can give Jorgensen an opportunity, but he's still a question mark as well. That's the problem. Had we bought a goalkeeper that was out and out number one, then Sanchez would not even be an option right now. mind you, if you remember last season, Petrovic took over Robert Sanchez as well. So Robert Sanchez, look, I'd be stunned if Maresca ends up keeping him in the long run. I'd be absolutely stunned. Now, coming to the Kelleher situation, I think Kelleher is a very, very good goalkeeper. Now, before I get in on talking a little bit more about Kelleher, we do need to also recognize the fact that defense matters. Who's in front of you matters. Kelleher has Virgil van Dijk, Ibrahim Konate, the likes of these type of defenders in front of him, whereas Sanchez doesn't have these level of defenders. Now, I'm not, trying to protect Sanchez because of this. Sanchez has got his own flaws, but having those defenders helps a lot. Kelleher barely sees any, at times, shots coming towards him because he's protected very nicely by Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahim Konate. Similarly, with Arsenal, David Raya is very much protected by Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. If Sanchez had same level of defenders in front of him, maybe we could have seen a little bit better of Sanchez. But Sanchez still has those fundamental issues. Now, coming back to Kelleher, I wouldn't mind him one bit as Chelsea's number one goalkeeper. I think he's a very good goalkeeper. Every time I've seen him, perform for Liverpool against us, especially, he's done so well. He's a very good shot stopper. He reads the game well. His distribution is not bad at all. So I'd be open. I'd be open for this. But once again, am I just settling for someone who's just a bit better than Sanchez? Is he the elite kind of goalkeeper that we need? Perhaps not. Perhaps not. So look, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about this whole Kelleher versus Sanchez. The rumor is false. All the other journalists have come out and started protecting Sanchez. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about everyone protecting Sanchez, ladies and gentlemen? Even our manager coming out in the press conference and backing Sanchez. Let me know your thoughts. For me, I just find it bizarre. I really do. Look, of course, there is going to be briefings backing Sanchez because we don't have any other options and January window is not upon us yet. And we've got plenty of goalkeepers. We've got Jorgensen. We've got Penders. It's not like we can just go out there and just buy another goalkeeper. And is that why Chelsea are coming out publicly and putting out all of these briefings so that, we show some sort of confidence towards Robert Sanchez? We don't want to corner him and make him feel alienated. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about this whole goalkeeping situation. Next up, Joao Felix. I think where I can perform best is the central area of the pitch, something I haven't played in the last 4 years. Now, I don't know what he means by central areas. Does he mean as a striker? I think he did play as a striker, Let me just have a quick... He scored a really good goal, and it was, from a striker position. I just want to have a quick look at the lineup. Joao Felix and Rafael Leao played up top. So Joao Felix really played as a striker. Now, he's probably hinting that he wouldn't mind playing as a striker. Maybe he wants to be as a rotational player to Nicholas Jackson. We've always said, Joao Felix is potentially a number 10 half space kind of player. The goal that he scored against Croatia yesterday, exactly operating in that half space. So I've got no problems him, wanting to play in those areas. The fact that he's saying he hasn't played there in the last 4 years, I don't really understand that. That's pretty much where he's played predominantly, unless he's hinting at the situation that he's played out wide on the left side. For Chelsea Football Club, he's been playing centrally a lot more, unless he's talking about wanting to be a false nine or wanting to be a striker. But look, great goal, lovely ball from the Spanish midfielder. I can't remember who it was. Vitinha, I think. Portuguese midfielder Vitinha. Lovely ball from Vitinha, and a great first-time touch from Joao Felix and a lovely left-foot finish. Look, I fully expect Joao Felix to feature a lot in the upcoming fixtures. I don't want to hear any excuses where, we need the defensive balance. We, of course, need the defensive balance, but the fixtures that are coming up are fairly favorable to us, and we should be winning. And in order to win, you've got to start introducing some of the attacking players. So I expect Joao Felix to feature. And that's something to think about as well. Like, can he feature as a striker up top and be as a rotational player with Nicholas Jackson, something to look out for. Chelsea scouts have watched almost every game that Ipswich Town striker Liam Delap has been involved in so far this campaign, and they are clearly impressed as the Chiefs weigh up whether to make a move in the summer transfer window. I've been saying it for the past couple of months. I've been saying, look, we have been linked with quite a lot of strikers in recent times. Some of them are probably not moving anymore. Samuel Omordion is now at Porto. Duran has signed a new contract with Aston Villa. And we're still linked with a few other strikers. But I said the one that we should probably look out for is Liam Delap. I think Liam Delap is going to be the one that I feel we're going to be seriously linked with. I've seen some of his matches lately. I've seen some of his goals as well. Liam Delap is a good player, man. He's robust. He's aggressive. Look at his physicality. Like he's got a bit of size about him. He presses well. He works hard, and he's a good finisher. So do look out for this, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like Liam Delap is potentially going to be someone that we're going to be linked with. The age fits perfectly, and in terms of that whole project with young players, I think this guy is the next up-and-coming star. So, and you know how our sporting directors, our owners operate. We want players that are going to be the next big thing, as opposed to them being the big thing already. Gyökeres is already exploded. Some of the strikers that we linked with already exploded. So this guy, if there's a next batch of strikers coming up, he's the one. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea have announced a strategic partnership with South Korean digital platform Naver. I think that's how you pronounce it, Naver. The tie-up will see the launch of an official CFC Naver TV channel. Look, I don't know too much about it, what this TV channel is about. We'll get to find out. We still don't have front of shirt sponsorship as well as yet. Excuse me. But yeah, there's another strategic partnership. Any type of partnership is always welcome. It just means that more revenue, more money in the bank, hopefully, for Chelsea Football Club, and we put ourselves in a strong position come financial fair play situations and sustainability rules and regulations, and we find ourselves in a strong position. So yeah, let's see what happens with this, but still no front of shirt sponsorship available. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the latest in all of the Chelsea news. Let me know your thoughts, especially about Robert Sanchez and Kelleher and all that protection towards Robert Sanchez as well. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time, take care. See ya. Bye.